Well, I guess that this is where I left my life and all its operations.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Matt. I posted a drumming video earlier today. You know, it might not be that fantastic, but I'm going to fill you in a little bit about myself so you can understand, you know, how happy I am to even be doing as well as I did in that video. I'm sure I'm going to have some better videos of drumming coming up later on, but for now, that's all I could put together. Like I said, my name's Matt. I live in a small town in South Carolina. When I was younger, I used to race BMX from the time I was like 9 or 10 up until I was 13.
And I'll tell myself I don't need you. I'll tell
when I was 13, I had a pretty bad accident. I was going for a 15-foot gap. When I came up on the face of the jump, the back tire popped, and when it popped, the bike shifted out, and I lost control, and I was already in the air at this point. My head hit the handlebars, knocked me out cold. I had 27 fractures in my face and the head. I broke 2 vertebrae in my neck and 2 in my lower back. I broke the first and second vertebrae in the neck, right on the base of the skull, and right on your brainstem. When I broke my neck, I was immediately, instantly paralyzed from the neck down. When the ambulance got there, I had spinal cord fluid coming out of my ears. I'd stopped breathing, my heart had stopped, and they had to resuscitate me and start giving me oxygen, giving me air. When I got to the hospital, they told my parents that I had 24 hours to live. If I made it past that I would be a vegetable, or I'd be paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of my life, because I had such trauma to my neck and my spinal cord. After that, I went to a specialty hospital in Atlanta called the Shepherd Center, and it's a wonderful place, wonderful staff, very, very nice people. They're very hands-on, trying to, get the best for you in your situation, to try to help you overcome as much as you can while you're there. So I was in Atlanta at the Shepherd Center. Again, when I arrived, the doctor told me I would be paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of my life. I was on a ventilator. I had a trach, if you can see that. I had 2 surgeries on the C-spine. They had to take bone from my hip and graft it in my neck because my second vertebrae was destroyed. So they graft bone from the first to the 3rd vertebrae. I come out of surgery there. That's where they did the graft, and I started therapy a few days later, and still the same story, that I was never going to breathe on my own. I'd never do anything from my neck down, pretty much. But I wasn't going to take no for an answer. It couldn't be it for me. I'm too stubborn. So once I got that mindset, every day I just started working. I just started working. My arms were totally paralyzed. I couldn't move them, and so were my legs. My legs started to come back first. I started wiggling my toes, and then went to my ankles, knees, and then finally up to the thigh. So everybody else in the hospital is rolling around with their arms, and here comes me. They took the feet rest off my wheelchair, and I'm just pulling myself around with my feet. And doing that helped build my leg strength up quite a bit too. But I was out of bed every morning at 7 o'clock, ready to go, and I didn't stop working my muscles and arms in therapy until 4 o'clock in the evening, sometimes later.
People
time I really moved my arm. I was so hungry. My brother came up to visit me, and I was starving. And he sat this bag of chips in my lap, and he said, "If you're hungry, then grab you one." I remember I tried for almost an hour trying to get that chip, and finally I grabbed one with my right hand and pulled it out of the bag, and I went to lift it, and it fell. And like, that was a real big moment for me. It was a defining moment, you know, showing that if you want something, even though it is a chip that I was wanting, but if you want something, if you want anything in life, if you try hard enough, you will succeed. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, maybe not the fifth time, but if you work hard enough for anything, you can do it. And I'm a walking billboard for that. And I believe strongly in God too, and I know God was right there with me through the whole thing. And hard work, the power of love, family and friends, and God, I feel, is what pulled me through this. And now I'm walking, playing drums, completely independent. And the doctors, they don't have any explanation to why I'm doing what I'm doing, but they're very happy to see me this way, and I am too. So going back to the drumming video, it may not be the best, but if you've been where I've been, believe me, it's amazing. Thank you for watching, and I don't know, just look forward to more of me. Thanks.